As you all know, I'm a history buff. I love history games. I love games about history and themes. 1989, 1960, Twilight Struggle. All these games are fantastic. The late great Ronald Reagan had a policy known as peace through strength and mutual assured destruction. Now that was not his policy, but that was just a thing that happened because of thermonuclear war. The idea that I have nukes, you have nukes. That is what's defending you from me attacking you, and defending me from you attacking me is the fact that you know that if you send something my way, I'm going to equally send stuff and destroy you. So it will be mutual assured destruction, which kept us out of nuclear war for till now. It's incredible, the concept. People kind of scoff at it, that doesn't work, but we're going to see it does work in a board game at least. That's what we're going to talk about today with Missile Command from IDW Games. It's one of those Atari throwbacks they're doing. They've done a couple already, and this is Missile Command. It's neat because I'm a little bit late for the Atari. I grew up with an NES, and Nintendo Entertainment System, so it's just one generation before me. But I played Missile Command many times in classic arcades as we grew up, and then when they started coming out with those Atari machines, and I'm pretty sure it got ported to other places like the computer. But this is Missile Command, the board game, a 6-person. Negotiations, simultaneous actions, trying to destroy other people's cities to get bonus or to get points type of game. Let's take a look at how it plays right now. Come back up, talk about what I think about it right now. So here's what comes inside of Missile Command here. Not really an unboxing, but more of just a quick setup. You've got the nice rule book. Everyone gets these city cards in 6 different colors here. We've got teal, or light green, orange, yellow, pink, purple. Always like that. Victory point tokens. These are the missiles and the nuclear weapons, nuclear warheads. You get a patch, which I really like. Excellent extra little perk there. You get these city cards, you get the money, and you get your screen and your planning area. And that's all the contents of the game, but that's all you need for this game. Let's look at what it looks like set up right now. Because it's an identical setup for everybody. This is what you have. You have, now obviously these are still in the bags because there's no point taking them out. These are the monies and the victory points. So there's no really important information for that to be taken out. But we've got these interceptors, which we'll set here to the side. And we've got the missiles, the nuclear weapons there. Everyone gets a city with 6 different city cards turned face down on them. When these turn face up, you actually get a benefit. Let's go through the phases because you have your shield here that you're supposed to keep stuff hidden behind. First of all is the negotiate phase. You can make deals, threats, offers to other players and spend your money to purchase things. So it lists you the prices here, resource cost. It is 2 to buy a missile, 5 to buy an interceptor, 10 to buy nukes. Nukes are these big bad boys here. They fire on top of another missile and will cause extra damage blowing up another location adjacent to the one, either +1 or -1 on the number. So if you hit 5, you could either also blow up 4 or blow up 6. All of these missiles are in other player colors. You can't own your own player color of missiles. That's not how you defend. You defend with the interceptors or hoping that you shoot your other player's missile down at the same time by shooting in the same quadrant. So once you bought all that stuff and made negotiations and hopefully got people on your side to please don't attack me, I want to attack you, you then place your missiles on the planning section. So I'll move my mat right now because once you buy all this stuff, by the way, all these things happen simultaneously. So when you're buying these resources, you're buying these missiles, all this happens simultaneously and everyone else can see. It's open information until you switch to this phase. And once you switch to phase 2, everything comes behind the screen here. So I'll move the screen just for now so we can see. So these represent the other players playing in the game's missiles. So what that means is these are missiles that can target those players. If I want to, for instance, attack the yellow player in his quadrant 4, what I do is I take a yellow missile, put it on my quadrant 4 in my planning board, and then that's going to shoot. Same thing here. I'll just show you kind of what I'm doing here. You've now got orange missile in 1, blue missile in 2, orange in 3, yellow in 4, orange 5, green 6. So everyone's going to get this set. They're going to say, everybody ready? You open this up, you show everybody else's missiles. Now let's just show you what can happen. So you're going to check and resolve. It's easier to resolve 1 and 1. If this, let's just say that this person is the, I'll do it 3 ways here just so we can see. 3 planning boards. This is the orange team, this is the blue team, or excuse me, this is the purple team. Let's do it like this to make sure we're all good. This missile would hit because nothing's blocking it. So it would take a hit. You would go up here if you were the orange person. You would flip over your city tile. It would get destroyed. You get to take immediately what the bonus says. If it says immediate, some things are ongoing. You then give the person who hit that city a victory point. These, however, notice that the purple player is aiming at the blue person, and the blue player is aiming at the purple person in the same quadrant. They're hectorant? I don't know if that's a word. These 2 missiles blow up in midair, do not hit anything. So that's the other way to defend. The other way is after you've seen what other people are declaring, you can say, okay, I'm going to choose to spend one of my interceptors to block a missile. You would have to spend 2 interceptors to block a nuclear weapon and its missile that it rides on, because you have to attach nuclear weapons to missiles. The next phase is the collect GDP phase. This is where you get money based on what's showing. Your base amount of money is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. When these flip over though, some of the cards actually give you more money. So this one ends up being 3. So it's not the worst thing in the world to get hit, but you definitely want to deal damage every single time, because that's how you win the game. The game ends when someone's city is destroyed completely, all 6 spaces. Everyone counts their points. Person with the most victory points wins the game. It's pretty simple. It's just like that. There are also shields you can employ to extend the game out. I don't know that it's necessary. I think it's good sweet spot time. It says 30 to 45 minutes, and it's right about on that. So good sweet spot time for that. No need for all the extras, frills, bells, and whistles. But that's Missile Command. Really feels like the arcade. Really fun translation of that arcade game into this board game. That's Missile Command. It's fun. It's really easy. Like it's not one of those things that takes a lot of thought to learn the rules. You buy stuff simultaneously, which I like. So if you're the first to buy something and it runs out, that's tough for everyone else. Simultaneous negotiations. You talk. You do the Game of Thrones thing, the Twilight Imperium thing, where if something happens that moment, you have to honor it. But if something happens later on, a conditional bargain, you don't have to honor it. I love the idea of being able to go back on bargains later. Like, you thought I was going to give you that later and protect you? No, I'm attacking you with a nuke right now in Sector 3. Let's talk about things I like about this game. The art's cute. It comes with the patch. IDW does a really good job with these Atari type games. The mechanics. Let's talk about gameplay right now. I like the fact that this is mutual assured destruction, the board game. It really is. It's when I see someone get 4 of my cities, I go, well, wait a minute. I'm going to get 4 of theirs. 4 of my missiles. I'm going to go, well, I'm going to get 4 of their missiles. That way they know that if they start sending them my way, I'm going to be sending them right back their way, which technically is one of the ways to defend yourselves when 2 missiles hit in the same sector coming from the same people, which, by the way, sidebar, you would think wouldn't happen that often, because you would think, well, there's 6 sectors and there's 6 different people playing. That's 6 times 6, that's 30. That's a 1 in 36 chance that you're going to put the right missile in the right place at the same time as someone else. I believe the math is right on that. But the thing is, though, it's not, because you know what you have left. You know, I have City 1, City 4, and City 6. I know that Jace, that's who I was playing against the other night, or James, is going to be coming after me. So I'm going to defend myself, and I'm going to put their numbers up, their cities up, their missiles up on cities 1, 2, and 4, or whatever it was. Knowing that they've been gunning for me the whole game. Therefore, my defense policy, besides the interceptors, is I'm going to try to shoot a missile at their sectors, and hopefully they'll collide. If not, I'll hit them and take a point. I love the thinking, the outthinking of your opponent, trying to guess where they're going to put their missiles and where you need to put your missiles. And do you need to buy an interceptor right now, or do you think you can skate by because you've talked your way out of getting attacked this round by all your friends? That was such a great aspect where I just knew that I'd talked my way out of several things, and then James flips up his mat and he's got missiles coming at me. He's like, dude, what, come on, man, we were friends. What happened? I like the fact that when you lose a city, it actually becomes better for you. So it rewards you in a sense to take a hit, and sometimes that's not the worst thing to have a city get destroyed. You get sometimes more money, or you might get a power that gives you 8 missiles of the person sitting next to you, or the ability to make someone play without their screen the whole time. of your choice. I think that's really cool. I like the way it does that. It changes the game constantly by giving you upgrades and powers throughout when you're attacked, when you're defeated. So that's Missile Command. It's fun, it's pretty, it's nice. It's a good come together game. It plays in 30 to 45 minutes on the box. It played in about 30 last night with 5 people. It's a really fun game though, and I like the way it plays. You can stretch it out if you want with shields to where every place gets a shield and it stretches it one further, but I just didn't think that was necessary. I think it's more fun to play it with just the straight game, straight negotiations, having fun with it, and just going to town, bombing the mess out of each other. So that is Missile Command from IDW. It's a definite go buy for me, especially if you've got a group of people that you like to play these negotiation games with. It's kind of Cosmic Encounter light, except you're not helping each other. So I love it, I love it, I love it. It's a fun game. That's Missile Command IDW. Make sure to go check this game out. I'm Brian Drake here on the Dice Tower. If you like this video, make sure to subscribe to my channel at The Latest Retro. Also, check the playlist on that channel of all the videos I do here on the Dice Tower. I think there's about 115 or so videos right now that you can watch of me reviewing other stuff. 2 of them highly unpopular because the quality was not so great. But you can guess which one those are by the thumbs down ratio on those 2 videos. Other than that, 112 videos of fantastic fun content, looking at great board games, exciting stuff through different fun ways, fun camera angles, fun kind of concepts, just playing with the whole idea of content in board game media and having fun with it. So that's my whole philosophy in reviewing. I'm Brian Drake. Follow me on Twitter at TheLatestRetro. Until next time, I'll see you.
Thanks so much for watching the Dice Tower videos. Find more great videos and reviews, as well as our top-rated audio podcast at Dicetower.com. You can also find other great shows at DicetowerNetwork.com. I'm Eric Summerer, and you've been watching The Dice Tower. The Dice Tower is sponsored by Cool Stuff Inc., where you can find great games for great prices. Cool stuff in stock. Check them out at CoolStuffInc.com.